Boom. And we are on episode number 70 of the Average Man podcast. So, yeah, thanks for coming back on, guys. Ibs and Kate from Ironworks here with us today.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
How's everyone?
Yeah, good. Hey, so yeah, it was a pretty good timing to get you guys back in and have another chat, really, because everything's been pretty crazy the last month, or how long's it been now? 5 weeks, 6
Yeah.
weeks?
It has been a couple of
Closed
weeks.
in March, sorry.
Yeah, right. So, and basically last Monday they lifted some of our restrictions so we can have groups of 10 people together indoors and outdoors, but for you guys just outdoors, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we're not allowed to be in the inside of the gym. It's all outdoor classes only.
Which is still pretty good. So you can have 9 people and a trainer in an outdoor class. And the weather's just turned for it too.
It's perfect.
Weather's it's so much more cooler now outside. I think yesterday Kate ran a class at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I think majority of them left their jumpers on the first couple of minutes because it was so cold in the morning, you know.
Yeah, it happened really quick. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday at work. We all came in going, "Oh, it's quite chilly this morning. I'll probably take my cardigan, like my jacket next week. This is nice. It's a nice change, hey." So
beanie, jumper weather. Awesome.
Yeah. Doesn't take us long up here, does it?
No.
I had a fire pit last night, so I'm a bit dusty today. Actually, we because we could have a couple of people around for once, and that's a good way to keep. We're still doing our social distancing, so we all sit around the fire pit. I was like, it's cold enough for a fire tonight.
Oh, nice.
So we put the fire up, and that was good. Good to sort of not be sitting outside sweating again. So good time.
We sort of did the same. We went over to our mate's house last night over in Port as well, and it was good just to, I guess, catch up with real people, like interact socially again, with actual people, having a beer and stuff. So that was good.
Yeah, a lot of Zoom catch-ups been going on the last month. Hey, so you guys put me onto this. Actually,
we've actually
suggested it. Yeah, you suggested it, and I was a bit like, I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be a bit tricky for me. So, but then I tested it out, mate, and I've done another one since, and it's pretty good. So, you guys have been for work.
For work and for the social side of our gym. So we've been catching up with the guys that are single and that, and having beers with them over a Zoom conference, and it's one way of making sure they're okay as well during this time. But
staying connected.
All our workouts have been through virtual as well. So
because I mean, it must be super hard for people to stay motivated. During this kind of time, if they don't have that support group. Some people just have it in them or whatever, but a lot of people don't. They need that support group and that help and those trainers to sort of
Well, it's easier to sit down on the couch and have a beer.
Yeah, it is, especially when that's sort of all you can do.
But,
I think, and that's what we found with just, when we announced that we'll started the outdoor sessions, we had heaps of messages of people, just saying how good it is that they can finally join in on a group session,
just missing the social interaction.
I think, that's the biggest thing, just the community side of everything. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And, we've built a really good community within our gym, and so they just miss the banter and the fun of it.
Yeah. When you find a good place that you fit in, like half of that is the people that are there. That's what you go for that community. You get your own your little family, little tribe going, so that people will be missing out on that, especially as you say, single people and things like that as well. Or some people, it's their only release is going to the gym and catching up with those people. And so it's going to be very hard for people. Tensions can get up there, especially in a working town. You need your release, don't you?
Oh yeah. And
I feel for the guys that have had to relocate here to WA. Just during this whole COVID thing. I've got a couple of guys that I'll work with at BHP, and I think majority of them are from over east. So they've had to either stay in camp here or just stay in Perth, away from their families for, weeks. I think one of them's been away. He'll be coming up to 2 months now. His home is over in Queensland, in Mackay.
Yeah.
So, I'm always checking up on him, making sure that he's okay,
especially because the campsites aren't allowing them to work out either. So there's nothing for them to do. They're going back into a little box and sitting there. So.
Yeah, and especially if you got family or something like that, and you're away from them, you got to wonder if, in some way, that had something to do with old mate flipping out at the shops on Friday. Like, we don't know the details, but that he was a FIFO.
That was pretty hectic. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You wonder if that, obviously, this whole situation has, got something to do with it, because people are under those stresses, being away from families and friends, and like stuck in a town maybe they don't particularly want to be here, or they don't have a support group here and things like that. Pretty crazy time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, couldn't imagine what would have triggered it, and how how that reaction came about. It was just a pretty crazy time, and you feel sorry for absolutely everybody involved, right down to the police who had to make that choice.
Yeah, and even him, he's obviously just off his dial, probably not a bad guy. He's just flipped out. Didn't have the support that he there, and man, it's just the whole thing was horrible, wasn't it? Yeah, like I say, right down to the cops, and the kids that were involved, who were there and saw it all. Like, they'd be terrified.
That's the biggest thing,
the
kids that actually witnessed it.
The young kids that work in the shopping centre and that sort of thing as well. Like,
you get that anxiety and stuff going back there.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been back since. I haven't been back there yet. So.
Yeah. There's been a lot more people kicking around over at Woolies and stuff over the weekend, lining up for our food and stuff.
It's packed, hasn't it?
Yeah, they're all
the line up for the bottle-o when we went past the other day.
There was a bit of a line up at the bottle-o as well.
Yeah, especially because you're only allowed 8 people in there, so it makes a bit. I lined up for everything this weekend. I lined up at the butchers, lined up at the bottle shop, lined up for food. Think of it, man.
It doesn't feel like Hedland when you have to line up for things like that.
Nah, but then again,
it does, because I'm a cyclone to come.
Well, yeah, but then it kind of does feel like Hedland, because I was out the front of the butchers chatting to, I saw about 5 people I knew coming in and out. Hey, how you going? Everyone's having a conversation. The whole small town thing. Yeah. Hey, so you guys starting training this week, or you have already started?
We ran our first one on Saturday morning, just as a sort of a trial to see, yesterday, so to see how many people we could fit in our outdoor area. And so we'll start from tomorrow onwards. We'll have a 5:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. And then if we get enough interest, we'll add more time slots into there. But it's just, we won't be running a 9 a.m. session just because of the heat. Still once that sun's above, it's a bit too warm. But we're just
trial it out.
We'll
see. I guess we'll see what the feel is of everyone.
We're pretty much booked out for tomorrow already. So.
See what the feedback is from everyone coming back in. And like whatever is the most popular time that people vote on, we'll add that in.
And what we're doing is no shared equipment during workouts at all. And everyone will have their own set of equipment that's then disinfected by them. They put it into the gym. I then re-disinfect it, and then it's ready for the next group. So there's 2 lots of disinfectant going on, and they have to wash their hands before they start. So we're trying to keep up with that as well, because we have people in there that, just general illnesses can really major affect them, but they still need to work out. I can't say, no, you can't come, and punish them for that when they need to do it for their own immunity. So
that's
just
definitely
sort of catering for everyone, I guess.
It takes some extra precautions, but like life, we've got to get back to it as well. And we know that there's no cases in Hedland as well. So like, while we still want to do the right thing, we've got to be practical. You guys have got a business to run. People have got lives to live. It's going to have to start happening again.
Yeah, that's it.
So and again, like good time for it, really.
I think like these are the baby steps. I guess that the government's taking. With fitness centers, so I'm hoping within a couple of weeks they do announce the reopening of gyms, and you can imagine what it's going to be like, those first couple of days when the gym doors are open.
But I think for us, it's more viable because we always have our classes capped at 10.
Yeah, okay.
So it's more for safety and comfort as well. So, if they bring it in and it's only 10 people allowed inside, then it's no big difference for us because we're sort of like, well, that's what we've already done. So,
and what have the memberships like during this period? Did people drop off, or has they really stayed strong with you guys? And how's that sort of?
The majority of our clients really stuck with us, supported us because we hired out pretty much our whole entire gym. I think I had one wall ball left inside the gym.
Well, I hired a couple of kettlebells off you guys. So thanks for that as well. That was awesome. That was crazy. I jumped on the internet, like I think they announced the gym closures on Sunday, and then the Monday I was, or maybe even that night, I was on the internet looking at getting some kettlebells, and I found a couple of spots that would sell them and ship them up here. But I was just doing a bit of homework to see what the best price was, and for freight and everything as well.
Yeah.
And I think I went to commit to buy on the Tuesday or Wednesday. Too late. Everything was gone. Everything in Australia was just sold out, flew off the shelves. And it's taken me this last month to source some, because even I found a company that had them a couple of weeks ago, but getting in contact with them was so hard. They were overrun with just orders and stuff. So, and I think they're an older couple that run this.
Yes, you can imagine the back order that some of those suppliers will have now. Like, it just went crazy.
Yeah,
it's funny. Some people
everyone's just buying up everything.
Yeah, so there's certain people in this time that are going to make money out of the whole thing. It's, already are making money. So, but
I guess
I've actually.
Plus side of. Sorry.
You're right. That's that lag, the Zoom lag.
Yeah.
Now, what's the plus side?
Oh, well, on the plus side, I guess from our point of view, is it's great to see so many people staying or trying to stay active, even at home.
Yeah.
During all this, like if you've got that many sales, it shows you that that's what people were turning to keep fit and strong and healthy during that time.
Yeah, they didn't skip a beat either. Just jumped straight online and bought up all the equipment they could. And it's funny what you can make do with it at home as well. But for a lot of people, it is that motivation and that community. There's my little man in the background.
Yeah.
That community and the motivation and knowing what to do and all that kind of stuff as well. But for me, I'll be pretty happy with it. A couple of kettlebells. I got a chin-up bar at home here, and I'll probably end up getting a bit more stuff just because it's not. I can train here this time of year now outside and stuff, a bag and some ropes and things like that. But again, I still enjoy going to a gym and just walking in there and hey, how you doing? And you get motivated by people around you and everything. So
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing your beer. I'm gonna grab my beer now too.
Yeah, I'm having a beer, mate. Yeah, this is the hair of the dog. And 1 second,
You've encouraged him.
And we're back on beer break and kid break. Yeah. One of them asleep. One of them having quiet time on the iPad. So
nice.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes juggling all the bits and pieces. Doing stuff from home.
Yeah.
Relegated to the TV room because my missus said, I'm not working around. You want to do stuff in the rest of the house? I was like, okay, I'll come down the TV room and hide in here, not get in the way. So most of your members have all stayed on, and then now they're going to start booking out these outdoor classes, hey?
Yeah. So we extended anyone that had passes before we closed. We extended all their passes another month, and most of them just about everyone hired equipment from us. And then we had the virtual classes that were part of their package of hiring as well. So I was doing 5 a.m. classes and I always had someone in then and 5:30 p.m.s and it was hot and hard to do and hard to coach, but it was a great learning experience as a coach as well for me.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed
it. They went all right, those Zoom classes?
Yeah. So, there was only a few times where people would drop their phone and it would drop out or they're at a park and a truck would come past. But other than that, it was fine. I think it was just a way of keeping everyone accountable. For their workouts and their health. And they could go, well, I've booked into Kate. I know she's going to be waiting at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'll log in.
So, yeah.
And we're still keeping that virtual class option available as well to people that still don't want to train, I guess, in a group, or still can't get into a gym. So we've still got I think at the moment we've got a 9 o'clock time slot there, Monday to Friday, for anyone that still does want to do virtual fitness classes. So
yeah, what a crazy time. A lot of people have had to learn on the fly, like with schools, virtual schooling and things like that too, hey? Like, and there's going to be some big changes to the way some businesses run coming out the other side of it, because people who have kind of been forced to try this out, and it might work for some people, and they might work some bugs out, and, you know, so especially with the schooling as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the same as at work as well. Like when I had to do a training course for work the other week, and obviously a couple of the trainers, Perth-based staff, are working from home, and we just did a training course online, like through I think it's called WebEx, so pretty much similar to Zoom. So, you know, like that worked out well. Did what I had to do, and I think it just shows, like you said, the way that heaps of companies and businesses are sort of adapting to the change and using technology like this to their advantage, you know.
Yeah, and they might not have wanted to do it before. I sort of mentioned this last week on the podcast, because we had guys from work they were supposed to fly down to Perth to do supervisor courses, and they did those online as well. And some of those companies might have been a bit hesitant to make the change on their own grounds, because they did want to be competitive with guys who are still holding them in classrooms and that. But now people have had a shot to do a chance to do it, and maybe it worked out well for them. So that might be something that we see rather than flying people all around the country. People can just do training online, you know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, even though it's fun to go on a bit of a business trip, stay in a hotel for a couple of nights,
and
have beers down the pub on your own.
True.
But you know.
Yeah, I get a little jealous of that.
Yeah, I've got a course later in the year that's now going to be it's going to be done over a WebEx or Zoom or whatever it is. So it's going to be a Brisbane trip, but
I was supposed to. I'm meant to be flying to Newcastle at the end of this month for a course as well. But that's been canned, postponed. So I'll have to wait and see when that comes up again.
And then
I think the hardest thing we found was trying to figure out Year 7 physics.
Right. Well, yeah. Back at school now. Yours?
Next week they'll most likely go back. Yeah, we let them. So I actually wanted them to have a different way and adapt to educational learning. So a great way to do that was for them to learn how to do it online.
Yeah.
They'll, might choose subjects in year 12 that are only online. So this is a great way for them to learn how to adapt and change. And I did my schooling through Schools of Isolated Distance Ed. So I thought it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, cool.
So,
Back to a couple of weeks.
It wasn't mainly the COVID stuff. It was just more teaching them something different.
Yeah. So they'll probably go back probably week after next.
Yeah.
We'll give them another week at home, and then we'll send them.
I have to admit though, I have no idea about Year 7 physics and some of the hat stuff she was doing.
Thank God for Google.
Yeah. Google teacher.
We were both looking at each other going, yeah, we know the answer.
Yeah.
And you get through the schooling in a couple of hours at home, eh?
Yeah. So the girls were finished by lunch and then outside cooking, or they were cooking with me. They were playing and gardening. So
yeah.
My
sister homeschools her 2
kids.
My sister homeschools both her kids, and they get a lot of free time at home. They pump through their work in the morning and then in the afternoon to do whatever you need with it.
Yeah, go fishing.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so hopefully maybe the end of May they'll start lifting restrictions again. Hey, you reckon that's when things will start opening up a little bit more?
We're hoping, That's hoping, and
so quite a few of the business coaches for gyms are stating to clients to start getting ready to reopen, and so they must have a whisper of what's happening. But I guess it would be sort of like when we closed. I mean, we found out the Sunday night that we're closing Monday lunchtime, and that was the notice we were given. So
did you see the writing on the wall though before that?
You could see it slowly coming. Just once it started getting a little bit more serious in Australia, you were sort of going, okay,
it's gonna happen.
I think because
when's it going to hit us?
Because I think America, that they sort of did it first. Their gyms were closing first, and they had all the restrictions in place.
Yeah.
And I think because, you know, we've got we're friends with a couple of gyms in America, and they, you know, gyms are closing, blah, blah, blah. So I guess we sort of...
They kind of pre-warned us.
Yeah, we sort of anticipated
you knew that was a
might
thing
happen
that
to
was...
us as well. So
yeah.
Crazy time.
I guess we prepared for it as much as we can, but
we had the business plan in place. We'd already had a plan ready and set to go. So
because you guys got to keep
we knew
paying.
that we were going to hire out our equipment.
Yeah, but you got to keep paying rent and all the overheads that go with insurances and things like that.
Yeah,
like that all just
we had, you know, we still got overheads and stuff. So
so rent didn't stop for us. But the people who we rent our outdoor block from were absolutely amazing and gave us 3 months rent free to just say, look, we understand how hard it is. We go through a major real estate for our actual building. So they have overheads as well. So we still had to pay rent there.
Yep.
So, it did make it a bit tough.
Yeah.
Stressful.
yeah, definitely. Especially when you didn't know how it was going to pan out in the interim, you know?
Yeah, and being a smaller business, you know, we're not franchised or anything. So it does make it a lot harder in that respect.
Yeah.
All the dollars count. Totally independent, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on it when you're doing things like that independently. It all counts.
Yeah, and so many people, you know, I don't think they realize we do it for the passion. We definitely don't do it for the money. It's for the passion. We love what we do. I love what I do. You love coming in and helping me in 5 a.m.
Sometimes.
Yeah. When you say it like that. Hey, so you guys have got something coming up, an online comp. Is that right?
Yeah. So so doing the official announcement here on the podcast, on Average Man Podcast. So
just snuck it up on you then.
That's it.
Slipped it in.
So we're going to be running an online fitness comp, just a local fitness comp. It's going to be called The Fittest in Headland. But don't let the name scare you. It's just going to be 4 weeks of 4 different workouts that anyone can do. There won't be any equipment or anything. It's just going to be all body weight exercises that everyone can do at home. And we just thought of it as a way to help other businesses that have been affected by COVID as well. So what we're going to make money-wise, 50% of everything that we make, we're going to put back into the town and help support all the most of the small local businesses that were affected as well by COVID. It's just something that, because originally our original plan was to run an actual in-house comp. Because on May 13th, that'll be our 1-year anniversary that we've owned Ironworks.
Oh yeah, yep.
So that was a whole, I guess, background, the whole plan for this comp thing. And I guess because of the gym closures and the whole pandemic thing, so we thought we'd change it up a bit and do an online one. And
we're just trying to come up with something to sort of support the community at the same time. So we are. So
we've got some pretty cool, I guess, businesses that are backing us. We've got Beers and Shears. We've got Callus, Captured from Callus has helped us out.
HD Hair Lounge, Desert Goddess.
Yep.
So there's a few local businesses there that are I guess messaging us and saying that, you know, they'll support us through as well. And there's still a couple of other guys that we're waiting to hear from as well. So
we'll have weekly prizes and then the grand final prize for male and female.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of all that, we'll let everyone know how much we raised and where it's going to.
Cool. And it's over a month, did you say?
So it's going to kick off on May 17th, on Sunday, May 17th.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool.
And it'll be, we'll release the workout every week. So it'll be like your normal bodyweight workout, something that everyone can do. You know, it's not going to be too hard, not too hectic. And like all we ask is the people that register, just film themselves doing it. We'll have a closed group on Facebook or somewhere like that where we can upload the video and we can review it. And and we'll have some sort of online scoring system as well to keep track on people. And
how will it be scored? Is it going to be on repetition or form, or what's it going to be?
Depending on the workout.
Yeah, so it depends on the workout, I guess. Most of it will be, how quick you performed something, how quick you performed the workout.
Yep.
So quickest time, quickest time there, or
how many
rounds you do in time capacity. So
right.
You'll be scored by that and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, cool.
We sat down with one of our head coaches to go over the workouts. So it's not a biased workout from us as well.
No.
So we made sure it was viable to everybody. And
yeah. Just pick your favorite exercises.
Just to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We aren't competing, and nor is our head coach. We did say to her, sorry.
But it's just to, I guess, help people move during these times. And like I said, there's going to be some real good prizes there for people to win. Like cool. Some of the prizes that these companies have donated to us, it's like, wow, like they're pretty cool.
Cool.
And that'll be all. Like, we'll announce it all this week, and registrations will go live soon. So
it'll be open to everybody in Headland.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't have to be a part of our gym at all.
Yeah, it's just.
So where would people register? They'd go to your Facebook page or your web page or something, or how would that work?
So we'll do the official announcement after we do this podcast. So we'll put up the links and everything for where people can sign up to.
Yep.
It'll be on our Facebook page. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds good.
So so if you're keen to join,
I'll join it.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
sounds good.
It'll be good fun, like just something to, I guess, boost that community spirit as well. Community support of everyone just getting in there and
for me personally, it's good motivation. Like I've been, like I said, just training at home on my own as well. And sometimes you kind of just lose a bit of drive or whatever. I've just been making sure I do my workouts, but kind of just doing them, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's like, you're not like, I'm not pumped for it. I haven't been training in the mornings like I'd been training after work. And, I've always trained in the mornings. That's sort of the best way for me. So it's just been kind of like, I just got to do my workouts, which is, you go through slumps, and this is obviously a good time for one because we're forced to train at home and things like that. But I've always felt like if you're in that zone, just keep doing the work. And then when you do get your roll back on, at least you're not starting from scratch again, or sometimes starting is the hardest thing. So I just keep training. And then something like this would be a good kick for me personally. I'm sure there's other people in the same boat. A bit of competition, that always gets me up in the morning. Yeah.
Exactly, That's right. Like competition is like the biggest driver, I reckon. Like, to push yourself that extra.
Yeah.
So,
and with some of the great prizes we have weekly, will definitely be worth it.
Yeah, cool. Oh, I'm excited.
So that'll all be live this week. There's still a lot of work to be done, I guess, in the background, but
logistics.
Most of it is all sort of all the logistics and stuff. But
the framework and the idea and
that's right. We've got the sort of baseline now, and we're just we're looking forward to it. And the thing is, like, even though it's going to be starting on another 2 weeks, so there's a real big chance that gyms might be reopened by then.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it's still going to be okay, because it's still an online comp. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to actually do it at home. You can do it at a gym when the gym's open.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be, I guess, viable to sign up and give it your all and support the local small businesses that we have in town here. That there have been a lot of businesses in town that were affected. Like
still having to pay high rent and try and keep their business open has been. We know how bad it is for us. We couldn't imagine what it's like for some of the other businesses who are paying top end dollar for where they are,
with no way of bringing any money in.
Clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a stressful time for a lot of people, even just employees who don't know if they're going to get their jobs back and have to go find other jobs in the interim and things like that. Like just have people's lives just upended. What a hectic little time it's been.
Look, my dad's 1 year off getting his pension and got stood down. And they've only just reinstated him, and he was trying to get the job seeker allowance and that sort of thing. It was just taking forever. And he's like, in the meantime, there's no income.
Yeah.
And massive chunk of super's gone when he's supposed to be getting that next year, you know. So it was a big hit.
Yeah, my dad retired this year, so he was finishing out first term at school. And then he basically retiring after that, and then his super just dropped like 70 grand or something like that. So, and he's accessing it this year. You know, I think they're going to live off mums for a bit and wait for it to sort of come back up in the meantime. But terrible timing. So many people's lives and plans come on the head. And even when things go back to normal in Australia, over the next few months is probably going to be locked in here for a while, you know, like if things are still kicking off overseas, like when we're going to be able to fly, you know, I'd say they'll open up borders with like New Zealand and maybe some of the other places in the Australasian sort of area. But going over to Europe or Bali or the States, like all that's going to be a no-go for a while, hey. And the Balinese, I feel sorry for those guys, man. That entire island relies on tourism.
Tourism is their industry. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, crazy how quickly we adapt, you know, like at the start of the year, if you'd been told all gyms would be shut and pubs would be closed and wouldn't be able to fly anywhere and locked down to regions and not allowed to touch people, you just think, like, you're off your head. That's never going to happen.
But get out of here.
Yeah. Happened and everyone went, oh, okay. And then we just sort of change it up and you get used to Yeah. Again, it's harder for some people.
I honestly think Australians are the best at it.
Yeah.
We're quite resilient in who we are, you know. It's just part of life and you go, oh, well, move on. What else can we do?
Yeah.
One person buys toilet paper, the whole town buys toilet paper.
Yeah. Everyone freaks out and then they move to something else. Move to hand soap, move to eggs.
Yeah. And to flour,
many pandemics within the pandemic. Yeah. I think for me, the hardest thing was the handshake. I got caught out a few times with the old, sorry, you can't. Can't handshake anymore.
It's such a common thing, but you know, like you do the old fist bump or handshake or
a little hug, the little one-arm hug.
That's right.
We were foot tapping everyone at the gym in the last few weeks there. So.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah.
Crazy times. Hey, guys, we've racked it up to about 50 minutes here now, so it goes quickly. Hey, guys are easy to talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you happy with what we've spoke about? Is there anything else you wanted to throw in there?
Yeah.
You're all good? Cool. Well, we're going to watch this space.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming back on and dealing with me messing around with times and stuff like that. You know, I said Ibs earlier, it was a bit slow off the mark this morning. You know, I got to bed at 3 a.m., which I just don't do. But, you know, I'm here and, we made it happen. So,
all good.
Yeah, again, thanks for helping us out with the kettlebells and, you know, during that time. It was awesome.
All good.
I'm glad that you guys will be able to start training people again, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the details drop for this comp. I'll get in and have a crack.
Yeah. Sweet. Awesome.
Be good. All right.
Yeah, definitely. No worries, man. Thanks for having us on board again.
Yeah, no worries. Too easy, guys. Thanks very much. We'll chat to you later on.
Thanks.
Thanks, mate. See ya.